Eat Well Nutrition podcast, where we share client success stories and what it takes to develop healthy habits that lead to sustainable change. Hi, Veronica.
Hi.
Okay, everybody, I'm here with Veronica Kisby, who did my 90-day nutrition challenge or my 90-day nutrition journey. And so, Veronica, can you tell us a little bit about why you reached out to me for help with nutrition?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I felt awful physically. I was napping up to 4 to 5 hours every single day, and 10 to 12 hours every single night is the amount of sleep I was getting. I had done a sleep study to see if I had sleep apnea, and it wasn't that. I also began snoring because I had gained so much weight, and it was hard for me to lay on my back because my neck was so heavy. It felt like I was being suffocated. So I just felt physically awful. Then the next part, I was really embarrassed to be seen. I didn't want any pictures taken of me. I didn't want to be in any videos. But even going out, I became a lot more of a recluse. I only went out when I had to go to work. And then I had joined the gym. So I was at the gym. But if you're at the gym and big, people are really encouraging. You just keep working hard. So it was a great environment to be in. But after 3 months, I hadn't lost any weight. So I was like, listen, I'm ready for surgery. And if insurance had covered it, I would have gotten weight loss surgery. And no matter the side effects, like I wanted an easy out. And I know everybody says it's not an easy out, and weight loss surgery does not change your mind. And 90% of the people who get it end up gaining their weight back. Like I was just so embarrassed, and 100 pounds to lose was so overwhelming that I thought, I can't do this. And I also didn't want to change my eating because I was addicted. I wanted to drink Dr. Pepper and eat brownies and Oreos,
Yeah.
I wanted to eat the garbage. And I thought, as much as I want to lose the weight, I don't want to give anything up. And it was after talking to you that I thought, you know what, this is my last resort. And anyway, that's why I came to you.
Yeah.
And after the initial meeting with Brian, I thought, it doesn't matter how much this costs. I'm so desperate. And to know I had both of you guys in my corner, it was like, I felt like I couldn't lose, even though I was afraid of the journey.
Yeah, that's awesome. So when you first started, what would you say was your biggest struggle or the hardest thing for you to overcome regarding your nutrition and your eating habits? So like the hardest part of eating, what was the hardest thing to change when you first started?
Sweets for sure. I was heavily addicted to Dr. Pepper and sweets. I would drink Dr. Pepper instead of water, and I would drink up to 4 to 5 2 liters a day. And that was scary for me because it had been about 8 to 9 years I was drinking Dr. Pepper every day. Not that amount every day, but every day. And I'd gotten up to 265 pounds, and I made myself take it down to like a 40-ounce Dr. Pepper a day. So I was able to do that myself, but I was like, I just can't give it up. So that was the scariest thing for me. And I wasn't that big of an eater. My meals, I feel like, though it was junk food, the quantity of what I was eating wasn't too much as I was drinking soda way too much.
Yeah, that makes sense. So,
and I can cook, so cooking wasn't a struggle for me.
Yeah, you're such a good cook. And that was like one really great thing you had going for you was you were willing to put in the time to do the cooking. So during the 90 days, what was the most helpful thing that you got from the nutrition coaching?
Well, I have a couple reasons. I can't just narrow it down to one. The most helpful thing was having you in my corner and knowing I could text you at any time. I really tried not to because I don't want to come off as like a really needy, dependent person. But there were times that I was crying by myself and needed to reach out. And when I did, I thought, you know what? It was a great cry. It was a great talk with Missy. I'm encouraged again. And if I needed to text you 2 hours later, I could. Mm-hmm. And that was really, really important to me. The accountability to you was also really important. The next was you had so many options. I really love your philosophy of if you take something away, you have to add something in, because if you just take it all away, you're not going to be successful. or last. So having the Quest treats, protein bars or protein cookies, or even the protein chips, also the amount of protein to consume, I was drastically under what I needed to be. And then when you got me to the point of consuming the amount I should be consuming, there was no room left for snacks. I mean, I still have a sweet tooth. I've had to tell myself no since July 28th. Every single day, all day long, I tell myself no. And it's hard and it's exhausting. But even with that sweet tooth and just that afternoon when I'm kind of in a slump and I want something, I am too full to have something else. So even though my brain wants it, my body doesn't. And so I'm able to, I mean, not every day I get the amount of protein I need, but if I stick to that, then it's not even an option to eat something else. There's no room.
Yeah, for sure. And that's amazing that you're at the point now too, that you listen to your body and you listen to your hunger cues, because that's part of mindfully eating is listening to those cues and having a little bit of discipline and self-control. So Veronica, tell us what your results have been and how you feel now.
Okay. During the 3-month journey, I lost close to 29 pounds of fat. And it's been 2.5 months since then. And I've lost, well, not according to the InBody, because I haven't done the InBody, but according to my scale, I've lost another 17 pounds.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. And I haven't been perfect. Like I do want to be honest and say, like, I took 2 weeks off for Christmas, and by taking it off, I still required that I ate veggies and that I ate protein, but I did have Christmas treats.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving though, I was solid. The only thing I did was one Saturday I had pecan pie. And that's all I did during Thanksgiving. And the other thing I wanted to say about it is I now have noticed so much muscle growth that I've never experienced even when I was thin before.
Yeah.
Quad separation, I'm experiencing that now, and I'd never had that before.
That's
My
awesome.
biceps are coming back. And I told you and Brian before, I have pec muscles now.
I know.
And I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now when I eat every single day, well, this is also something you taught me. When you go to the gym, the energy you're burning is not the energy you consumed that morning. It's 24 to 48 hours prior. Mm-hmm. So that's always in my mind. It's not is this worth it for me? It's, what am I going to eat now to be able to have more energy at the gym? And I think the nutrition journey and being at the gym goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. I also have told you guys, I think it is imperative. And I love that your journey is 90 days, because I was really afraid in the beginning. And I told you, I'm afraid for this to be over because I feel like I'm going to fail. And I felt like at the point of 90 days, I was like, I've got this, Yeah. And I still have the gym community and everybody cheering you on and noticing your results and asking you what you're doing, and I even had a friend that joined because she was like, I like your results and I want those results,
Yeah.
So
that's amazing. Well, I'm so proud of you, and just so proud that you've stuck with it and you've worked so hard. And if you guys could see Veronica, like when she first came in and what she looks like now, you look like a different person. So yeah, you've done amazing. Good job. Keep it up. Don't stop. And I hope that this encourages other people out there who can really relate to your story.
Yeah. Oh, I want to say one more thing though. I was eating so many sweets before starting this, and whatever it was, salty junk food or sweets or whatever it be, I was always satiated. I don't know if that's the way you say the word, but I could never get my fill. I would eat till I felt like I was going to pop. And it was like I couldn't wait to be hungry again so I could eat that food again. Yep. So now, because like I said, I still tell myself no every single day. Yeah. Now, when I have those thoughts, I think to myself, you were never satiated when you have it. Say you go out and you have that candy bar, or you stop at McDonald's or whatever it is for anyone. Yeah. I still wasn't satiated when I had it then. Yep. So I can deal with the disappointment and the discomfort now. Yeah. Because it won't solve anything for me.
Yeah. And that's true. And that's the same thing for me. Like, Would I love to go eat donuts and Handel's ice cream every day? Absolutely, but I know that won't fix anything. Like, it won't make me feel better. It might taste good in the moment, but then I'm gonna want more, and it's like the floodgates open. But that's what sugar does. Sugar's very addicting. So thank you for saying that, because that's a good point, and that's true for everybody, not just for you and I. Even if people don't have a sweet tooth, like just processed food in general, it's addictive. So it's a whole new world when you start eating real food.
Yeah.
Sure.
The other thing it did for me, I'm sorry I keep going on, is things have improved with my meal planning. So the meals I'm preparing for my family are more healthy and more well-rounded, how it should be. And then every afternoon, our snack is a veggie plate that I make with ranch.
Awesome.
And I'm okay that we have ranch with it because we're eating a plate full of veggies.
Yeah,
so
that's amazing.
Makes it a lot easier for my other kids, and then they get full on that, and not
that's
asking
awesome.
for all things.
Yay! Thank you, Veronica.
Thank you for listening to the Eat Well Nutrition Podcast. Check out the show notes below to learn more, and we will see you again next week.